I've had a lot of requests for this one, Kokomo by the Beach Boys. In this full tutorial, we'll walk through a version that's perfect for older beginners, simple chords, and 2 options for your chord strum. Let's break it down section by section and get you playing this perfect beach getaway song. We'll keep it relaxed, musical, and simple to follow. Let's head down to Kokomo. Hey, I'm Barry, and this is the first video in my new older beginner song request playlist. I got a lot of comments asking for this one, so today we're going to break it down from start to finish. I've added a full chord chart right on screen, diagrams for each chord, on-screen lyrics and chords, and a downloadable lyric and chord sheet. Check the link in the description below. Also in the description, you'll find the link to the original Beach Boys song. We'll also be singing just enough to help you with the timing and avoiding copyright claims along the way. The Beach Boys harmonies often overlap, so I'll try to keep it clear and grounded for one voice and your ukulele. We'll be using 9 chords total, but don't worry, they can all be played with just 3 fingers except one where you have the option of 3 or 4 fingers. So let's take a look at the chords we use in this song. First up, we have our C chord. Real easy, just 1 finger on the 1st string at the 3rd fret. Everybody probably knows C by now. We have C major 7, which is just as simple. We're using our middle finger on the 2nd fret. It's a pretty chord that's called C major 7. Next up, we have G minor, where you have your middle finger on the 3rd string, 3rd finger on the 2nd string, and 1st finger here on the 1st string. That's G minor. Minor chords are kind of sad sounding chords. We have a G7, which is this triangle here. We have an F. Try to get my fingers out of the way so you can see it there. We have our F. Okay, so for our next chord is the F minor. This is the one where you can use 3 fingers with a caveat, or 4 fingers. If we're just using 3 fingers, I have my 1st finger here at the 3rd fret, 2nd finger on the 2nd string, and 3rd finger on the next string along. But you have to avoid hitting this G string here. So usually my thumb probably comes up and kind of blocks that anyways. So I'm just strumming 3 strings for that F minor. Okay, now we can use 4 fingers, and that would bump my ring finger up a string and put my pinky right behind it. So those 2 fingers are kind of tied together here. Okay, so you can use 4 fingers for F minor and use all the strings. Okay, or you can just use 3 fingers. Make sure you're kind of blocking that with your thumb. Or if your thumb's back here, just be careful not to strike it. So I'm only striking 3 strings there. Okay, next up we have a D7. Okay, I can use fingers 2 and 3 for that one, or I can use fingers 1 and 2. I don't care which one you use. I'll probably end up using 2 and 3. We have a D minor. Okay, I have my middle finger on the 4th string. I have my ring finger on that 3rd string right behind it, trying to show you. And my 1st finger here at the 2nd string. Okay, hopefully you can see along with that chord diagram what I'm doing there for D minor. And lastly, I have an A minor, which is just a simple middle finger there on the 4th string. Again, trying to get my fingers out of the way for you. But in general, you just want your fingers nice and relaxed there, okay? So hopefully between this and the chord diagram, you can see what's going on. Okay, now for the strum, we can use a simple down, down, up, down, down. Or 1, 2, and 3, 4. Or we could try this intermediate strum. This one's a little more difficult, where it goes down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Or I can count it 1, 2, and 4, and 1, 2, and. This one is a little more intermediate because of that skip down strum motion. 1, and skip and 4 and 1, 2 and skip and 4 and you can let me know in the comments which one you prefer, if you're ready for that intermediate strum or just that simple strum. I plan on making a video on this more intermediate strum here shortly. Now, using this chord chart here, you can see the structure of the song. We'll go section by section and give you time to play along. Now, the verse chords here also serve as the chords for the saxophone solo in the middle. Let's take a look at those first. Every chord you see, which is divided by a vertical line, what we call a measure in music, gets a full strum pattern. So let's play slowly through the verse. Now, I'm just going to use that simple strum, 1, 2, and 3, 4, or down, down, up, down, down. Okay, so we start off with the C chord. Let's try this verse slowly. I'll count us in. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, C major 7, to a G minor, to an F. Now we got to move for this F minor up to the 3rd fret, just using 3 fingers there. C, to a D7, to a G7. I do like this D7 using my 2nd and 3rd finger, because then that goes nicely to my G7. I just lift those down a string and add that. So D7 to G7. So that's a nice transition there. So that was our verse chords. Now let's swim on over to the chorus. You can see here we have 2 measures or 2 strum patterns of the C chord, 2 strum patterns of the F. So let's start that off. Here's 1, 2, the chorus, go. C, another C, wanna take you to an F chord. Da da da, do 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 do, back to C. Now we go to the F, F minor. I'm going to use that 3-string one, back to C. A minor, D minor, I keep my middle finger where it's at, to a G7, to a C for 2 measures. So that was our chorus. If this kind of full, slow-paced tutorial is helpful to you, I'd love for you to subscribe. It's free for you and helps build this community. And it lets YouTube know to share to more people. And if you'd like to help support more videos like this, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description below. Now back to Kokomo. Now let's go through the whole song together, from top to bottom. Keep it laid back. You can always rewind and go over parts as needed. Okay, so to start this song off, we have drums at the beginning. We can just kind of lightly tap on our ukulele. Kind of emulates the drums at the beginning of this song. Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama, come on pretty mama, Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? Okay, and then we start with the C for the verse. Off the Florida Keys, G minor, there's a place called Kokomo. Now we go to our F minor. That's where we wanna go. To a D7, to a G7. Back to C. Bodies in the sand. G minor, tropical drink melting in your hand. Up to the F minor, we'll be falling in love to the rhythm of a D7 chord. To a G7, down in Kokomo, Jamaica, oh, I wanna take it to an F chord. Bahama, come on pretty mama, back to C. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go down to Kokomo, F minor. We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow down to A minor. That's where D minor to a G7 down in Kokomo, Tonique, that Montserrat mystique. And then we head to the next verse. Kind of scrolling the words here. We'll put out to C, G minor. We'll perfect our chemistry to an F minor. And by we'll define a little bit of D7 chord to a G7. To a C, afternoon delight, G minor, cocktails and moonlit nights to an F minor. That dreamy look in your eye gave me a tropical contact high, G7, way down in Kokomo, Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take it to an F chord. Bahama, come on pretty mama, back to C. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go down to Kokomo, F minor. We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow, A minor. That's where we D minor, G7, down in Kokomo. Oh, Prince, I wanna catch a glimpse. And now to the saxophone solo. Do, 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 do. You could use like a little kazoo or just hum it. Do, 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 F chord, F minor. Do, 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 C chord, D7 to a G7, same as the verse. Now we got another verse. Everybody knows G minor, a little place like F, F minor. Now if you wanna go to get away from it all, to G7, down to Kokomo, Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take you to an F chord. Bahama, come on pretty mama, back to C. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go down to F chord, F minor. We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow, A minor. That's where D minor. Go G7, down to Kokomo. Great job. You just played a really nice version of Kokomo from top to bottom. Don't forget, you can download the chord and lyric sheet from the link below and play along with the Beach Boys now, also provided in the link below. And they won't stutter quite as much as I did through it. And check out the rest of the older beginner song request playlist. We'll be adding more full tutorials just like this. And be sure to check out this next song.